He cheated. I said nothing. Then watched him beg. When it all fell apart, they say betrayal doesn't kill you, but it changes you in ways you never thought possible. Hi, I'm DR, Clara and Mason. I've spent over 20 years helping people navigate trauma, betrayal, and the quiet agony that sometimes comes not with a scream, but with silence. What I'm about to share with you isn't just a story. It's a real experience, one that I think many of you may relate to, even if it's in the quiet corners of your heart that no one else sees. This is the story of a young woman's heartbreak. It begins on an ordinary night, with popcorn, movies, and a promise of forever. It ends with silence, strength, and 51 desperate texts. Let's begin. It was a Friday night. We just finished a long work week, and I suggested we unwind with a movie marathon at home, just like we used to when we first started dating. The lights were dim. The living room smelled faintly of buttered popcorn and his cologne. I had my legs tucked under me, curled into our couch, the place we always called our safe space. We'd been together for 3 years. We weren't just dating. We were building a life. We had just put down a deposit on our first home together. We had Pinterest boards full of kitchen ideas, nursery pins even, so when he dozed off beside me, head tilted slightly, phone still in his hand, I didn't think much of it until the screen lit up. Buzz. Miss your touch already. Sender. Work project. I blinked. Maybe it was a misnamed contact. Maybe it was just a joke. But then another message popped up and another. Last night was amazing. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. But I can still feel your lips on my neck. Each word felt like a stab, deliberate and cruel. My hands trembled, not from shock, but from restraint. I could have woken him up, screamed, thrown the phone, demanded an explanation. But I didn't. Instead, I gently took his phone, locked it, put it back in his hand, then pulled the blanket up over him like I always do when he's cold. Like nothing had happened. I went into the bathroom, locked the door, and sat on the floor for what felt like hours. No tears. Not yet. Just silence. You see, betrayal doesn't always come with rage. Sometimes it shows up with clarity, a kind of awakening. I made him coffee. He kissed me on the forehead, told me he dreamt about our new house. I nodded, smiled, told him I was stepping out for errands, and I left. I went to my best friend's place, someone I hadn't seen in months because he didn't vibe with her. I told her everything. We sat together in silence. She didn't say, "I told you so." She just poured me tea and held my hand. That afternoon, I packed a suitcase. I booked a hotel for a week. I took my name off the house contract. Still, I said nothing. I wanted him to wonder, to panic, to feel every inch of the silence I'd felt when I saw those texts. And then, the text started. "Hey, where are you? Baby, I just woke up and you're gone. Are you okay? Please call me. I'm freaking out." And then, "I'm sorry if I did something. Please talk to me. I love you. Let me explain. You're overreacting." Message after message. 51 in total. Desperate, confused, angry, begging. But I didn't answer. Not because I didn't want to, but because I finally realized he never deserved me in the first place. I finally agreed to meet. He sat across from me in the cafe we used to visit every Sunday. His eyes were bloodshot. He looked like he hadn't slept. "I made a mistake," he whispered. "It didn't mean anything." I looked at him. This man I once dreamed of building a family with. And I said, "You didn't just cheat on me. You made me feel invisible. For 3 years, I gave you loyalty, love, time, and all you gave me was lies and stolen moments with someone who called herself work project." He reached for my hand. I pulled it away. I hoped she was worth it. Then I stood up and walked out. Healing didn't come the next day, or the day after that. It came in small ways. In the way I smiled at my reflection again. In the first night, I slept without waking up crying. In the day I laughed so hard my stomach hurt. And as a doctor, I've seen how the body remembers pain, but it also remembers strength. If you've ever been betrayed, if you're sitting in your room, staring at a screen, wondering if you're enough, you are. It's not your fault. Their choice to lie, cheat, or leave says more about them than it ever will about you. And you will heal, not all at once, but piece by piece. He sent one last message. I lost the best thing that ever happened to me. I didn't respond, not because I'm cold, but because I'm done being his option, when I was always giving him forever. So I leave you with this. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do isn't to fight. It's to walk away, quietly, with your dignity intact, and never look back. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, remember, you're not alone. Heartbreak doesn't define you. How you rise from it does. If you're healing from a betrayal, I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. And if you need someone to remind you of your worth, subscribe. We're building strength here together. Until next time, Dr. Clara.